And they're live.
What's going on, folks? Welcome to another episode of the Run and Gun Podcast. I'm JP.
I'm JC, but you can't see me yet.
Okay. We got a great show lined up for you tonight.
Take the time to read to your children and love your children, because one day they may end up on a podcast.
Oh my God! we got a great show lined up for you. We got a little bit of HBCU news. We got NFL news popping off with free agency around the corner and everything, and the franchise tag is coming up and everything like that. Great football.
Hall of Fame coaches, all that. You know, we got fun stuff. We got we got basketball. We got some politics up in there somewhere. We got a lot of stuff coming on for you today.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm hyped. I'm excited. I'm ready. Peeps, you ready?
Oh, I'm always ready.
Jay, you ready? I'm always ready. Producer, you ready?
I was born ready.
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is JP.
This is the Bo.
This is JC.
This is Flash. This is Denny Hendricks.
And you're listening to
you're listening to
the Run and Gun Podcast.
So what's up, folks?
We're live.
We live. We all the way live.
I was just practicing my drum major moves.
Wow. Okay, so we know who the halftime entertainment is going to be this weekend for
listen,
Jackson.
because we're starting off, baby, with the HBCUs. We starting off with the HBCUs, man.
First thing we got to talk about is COVID got canceled because
COVID got canceled?
COVID got canceled.
Been a long week. Been studying a lot of histology and embryology and anatomy. It's been a long week already. But COVID didn't get canceled. COVID's still here, still around, still floating around. But don't tell that to the governor of Texas. Because the governor of Texas thinks that COVID went away.
Because he's in Texas.
So Mississippi Valley had an influx of COVID cases, so they were not able to play Jackson State this weekend. So what happens now is they had a week off, Grambling had a week off, so now JSU and Grambling are getting together. So JC, how are we feeling about this?
I'm very interested for this game because this is going to be the first real test for Deion Sanders. Everybody's like, oh, he did so great in his first game, blah, blah, blah. Okay, first of all, you played Edward Waters, and then AIA school, like, calm down. It ain't that high. But this is going to be the first real test. You know, even Grambling head coach, he said, we ain't intimidated. We ain't scared.
Broderick
We're going to lay this out on the feet.
You know what? See, I have my criticisms about you going to the show. And I was like, I don't know, maybe this conference might be too, and just historic and living off a legacy. But I'm kind of starting to respect some of these coaches. Fred McNair, Broderick Fobbs. I'm starting to respect these guys. And here's the things that some people may not understand about the world of coaching. And they need to understand how this game works. I'm going to tell y'all now, if there's a coach that is intimidated by the moment or feels that the moment's too big for them because they're standing on the opposite sideline of Deion Sanders, you need to go find another profession because this is not the one for you.
I don't think anybody's really worried about Deion yet. All right, there's nothing to be worried about. But it is nice to see the air and the swag being real chippy. It's being real chippy. With Deion
Random picture.
with Dion talking and roaming around, right?
Oh my God. Oh my, and it's funny because
I forgot my grills. I forgot my grills. But listen, with Dion rolling around, that's basically how it looks right there. Go ahead and shine that back up for me. That's what it looked like right now in the swag. The chippiness, the aggressiveness. I want to see the coaches talking. I want to see the smile with the grills going on. I want them to be chomping at the bit for this.
And you know,
everybody want to sit down.
You know, somebody black wrote it because it said on 4 Myers Beach, not Fort Myers.
4 Myers Beach. Come on now. 4 Miles Beach. Listen, that's what you want to see.
And see, the thing is, you know, I'm excited for this because Grambling has not lost a home game. They're on a 15 home game winning streak. Jackson State's going into Grambling, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm leaning with a lot of other experts. I think Grambling still pulls this one out.
What is the game?
The game is Saturday.
What time?
This is
what time? Oh my God.
While he gets that, listen, this is going to be the first real test for Deion Sanders. This game is going to come down basically to his coaching. Is he able to keep a level head when the game is tight?
Saturday at 1 o'clock.
I have a feeling that it might be a little tight in the beginning. Maybe at the end, something happened. Maybe it don't. But it's going to be a little tight for a little bit of time.
If Deion's play calling, what did you say?
What channel?
ESPN 3. So it's going to be on the computer. Although a lot of these FCS games need to be on TV.
That's another issue, man. I kind of want to say that for Hot Topics or something. I want to.
Deion said,
you know what?
I'm bringing a gift to every team in HBCU football. I'm bringing a gift. It's a truckload of whooping. So when I give you a gift,
thought it was Spotlight.
When I give you a gift, just call me Deion Santa Claus.
Oh my goodness. Well, listen, he already got a coach fired. So
oh yeah, he did. He did, yes.
Craig Ruffin, who was the head coach of Edward Waters, was fired. So
wah, wah, wah.
You know, he's bringing out
some getting fired.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to put to rest this sorry behind coach.
Oh my God. But yeah, look, all I'm gonna say is I feel like this moment's gonna be the reality check game for Jackson State to kind of show how far they still have to go. But I will say that's not the only game on the plate this weekend. You got Texas Southern and Prairie View this weekend as well. So, hey, this whole spring football thing's in full flux, although I'm not a fan of it. But it's kind of good to just see football back. Now, I like Prairie View's chance.
When is that game, by the way?
That game is also at 1 o'clock, I believe. Ooh, oh my goodness. I know it's on ESPN 3.
So it can't be at 1 o'clock.
It can't be at 1.
As you said, Deion Santa Claus will be delivering
8 o'clock p.m. 8 o'clock p.m. 8 o'clock p.m.
I can see
but the Alabama A&M versus South Carolina State game is Saturday as well at 1:30.
Channel.
Okay.
That's on ESPN 3 as well. Again, all these games
regional.
Are on
no, it's national.
It's regional.
It's national.
ESPN 3 is on the computer.
But you can watch that anywhere.
But how you gonna have them both on the same channel?
I mean,
we grilling this man. Hold on.
I was gonna say that's what I normally do.
It is wonderful to see HBCU football going on.
I remember the challenge flag.
Not me. Him.
Went in the wrong direction.
Him, not me. Yeah. Listen, it's wonderful to see HBCU football going on. This is the beginning. Let's call it the first year, right? This is the ground step. No matter what I've said about having
the challenge flag was put in place because you got to have your facts straight before you present something on this show. See? And he says he's the one that doesn't drink before he gets on the air.
We do not drink on the air, guys, or before we come on the air either. Our producer checks us. He makes us blow.
Well, I'll drink it for them.
Wow.
But it is wonderful to see HBCU football.
All this
FCS
because
football.
No, I'm not even gonna do it.
Go ahead.
Get out of here. It's wonderful to see FCS football going on, HBCU football going on. No matter what we've said about playing in the spring, it is wonderful, and this can be seen as a first year and a building block towards the revitalization of the entire game. I mean, it's really a good thing to see, even though nothing really is going on right now.
We got a spring national champion.
The FCS is going to do that, but it's going to be like the field's not going to be as thick. The field's going to be kind of slimmed down.
I find it really interesting that I have a friend who was like, I didn't even know baseball was on, but he knew about Jackson State. He knew about Deion Sanders going on. So it's really interesting to see the spotlight that is going on now down here in the HBCU sector.
Wait a minute. Alabama A&M lost to Auburn 33-0?
In baseball.
Oh, that was baseball?
That was baseball. Yes. I was trying to brush past that.
They need to cancel their baseball program.
I'm wondering how many grand slams they gave up in that game. And how many stolen bases?
How many hit batters?
Yeah, really. How many walk batters?
I'm just going to say, I do pitch. Listen, all right, just put me in, coach.
Not as well.
Second quarter.
Not as well.
Second quarter. Yeah, listen, so we got the NFL going on. And, you know, do you want to start off with my list? Let's
you know, I do. I really do.
You do?
I want to start off with this. Yeah.
You would say that. You would, of all people.
Wow. I feel so wonderful.
When I put together the script, I wanted to see that first.
Okay. So I saw this on where was this?
Move around the camera.
I got you. So on Instagram, I saw this list, and it was talking about coaches with the best shot to make the Hall of Fame. Now, I don't have a problem with Bill Belichick being on the top of that list. He's as good as gold. He's one of the best. Hell, he might be the best coach of all time.
Is that Chris Farley up there with him?
Is that who? Wait.
It might as well be. It might as well be, because this is a one big joke. There is no way you can tell me that Andy Reid is good as gold. There is no reason you can tell me that. Absolutely. Peeps, take over. Take over for me for a second. I got to breathe real quick.
Look. I mean, Andy Reid has been. He only got one Super Bowl. I don't understand how he's up there. I mean, I understand his style of play or his style of offense has become exciting over the past couple of years, but I mean, I need to see more work. If he'd have won Super Bowl 55, then maybe yeah, or maybe if he wins it all next year, then he's got a case. But I mean, no. And then I'm looking at Sean Payton. Sean Payton is not most likely in. Drew Brees is what made Sean Payton, if you ask me. Because I Saints were nothing before Drew Brees.
Tag me back in.
Oh, wait.
All right, bet. Wherever it is. Look, Pete Carroll, not a most likely in. I mean, you have to be realistic with these things. He wouldn't even make the College Football Hall of Fame because of what happened at USC. I don't think that Pete Carroll is a most likely Hall of Fame coach. Yet, it needs work. I mean, John Harbaugh. Nice career, but you currently short. My biggest sin on this list, this entire list, and you can drop the list now because I'm about to I'm about to go off real quick. John Gruden. John Gruden shouldn't even be touching this list.
What about Mike McCarthy?
You know, Mike McCarthy is the reason Mike McCarthy isn't a Hall of Fame coach. Mike McCarthy is the reason that Mike McCarthy and Aaron Rodgers got one ring, I believe. One ring?
One ring.
Let us count out the rings. One ring.
Aaron Rodgers
One ring.
But John Gruden is nowhere near a Hall of Fame coach. John Gruden is an okay coach, right?
Yeah.
Anybody want to stop me here? No one?
He is okay. He's an okay coach.
Good.
He's an okay coach.
All right. He is an okay coach. And you can see that now, especially with his second stint with the Raiders. He's an okay coach. He's not putting together anything crazy. Even with his one Super Bowl win, right? Now, the biggest argument is that he didn't have his own team, right? Which I do agree with those sympathies. But as our producer has reminded us a lot, he was the one to hold the offense accountable to win games. So you're an okay coach with one ring. That's it. You've done nothing else really by yourself.
And I'll be honest with you, I don't see him taking Oakland to the Super Bowl for as much as they paid for him.
I don't either. 10 million. What was it? 10 years, 10 million? 10 years, 100 million, I thought.
Yeah, actually, 10 years, 100
10
million.
10 years, 100 million. Yeah. Listen, y'all can pay me and I'll probably get you there.
Now, he'll get to the playoffs. He'll definitely get to the playoffs.
How did Bruce Arians get on that?
Because Bruce Arians has been around for a while. And Bruce Arians has a line of work. It's not even the Super Bowls with Bruce Arians. It's the guys that he's coached.
He was a coordinator.
But still, you got to look at who he coached. He coached Payton.
No. You don't see any other coordinators on this list except for Sean McVay.
Well, Sean Payton was a coordinator. Bill Belichick was a coordinator too.
Sean Payton won at a high level as the Saints coach for how many years, including a Super Bowl?
Yeah, that's what they're talking about for Sean Payton. They're not for Bruce Arians. They're talking about coordinator strictly.
I mean, he won a Super Bowl with who?
The Bucks. And honestly,
before he came to the Bucks,
Pittsburgh.
Right, as an offensive coordinator.
Yes.
He couldn't win with the Cardinals.
True.
And he ran away from the Cardinals.
Yeah.
He ran away from the Cardinals. He did not want to take Kyler Murray. And then came over to the Bucks.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't see him as a Hall of Fame coach either.
All right, so answer this one.
All right.
If Arians and Brady win 2 or 3 more together, do you put him in the Hall of Fame?
Anybody who coaches a team that wins 2 or 3 Super Bowls, they gotta at least be on the list to get in.
I'm just saying.
Look at the face of your partner.
He's on the list, but he ain't no first ballot.
If he wins 2 or 3? If he wins 2 or 3.
If he wins 3, yeah. But you got to think about who's still ahead of him that's in. And look at their resume.
Of course.
Bill Walsh. Jimmy Johnson. I mean, Jimmy Johnson won 2, but he should have won 3 because Barry Switzer won it with his team.
That's true, too. I would agree with that.
I mean, I don't see Brian Billick on this list, and they decimated the Giants in the Super Bowl.
Oh, true. Yeah.
And before
I hate to say
there,
I hate to say it like this. Hold on, I'm gonna let you finish. I hate to say it like this, but when I think about guys like Brian Billick, I think about certain Hall of Famers like Kenny Stabler when I say this. The Hall of Fame committee, and it's sick to say it, they wait till certain people pass on and die before they kind of realize, oh snap, we made a wrong decision. We need to do this. And I say this because there's a lot of men like that. Kenny Stabler should have got in before he died. Ken Riley should have got in before he died.
Who?
Ken Riley should have got in before he died. Bob Hayes should have got in before he died. Kenny Stabler should have got in before he died. That's 3 guys that should have got in before they died. And I feel like Brian Billick could end up being the same type of person.
I'm not pushing for him to get the Hall of Fame, honestly. I was just using him as an example.
I mean, I could see it. I could see him getting in. I could see him. I could see him falling.
He owes that victory to Marvin Lewis. Straight up. I mean, that's the best defense in NFL history, and I'll argue you against your Bucs defense any day.
I mean, hey, they played each other the following 2 years, and the Ravens lost. So I'm gonna leave it at that. You can do with that what you want.
Well, when we played in the Super Bowl, we didn't play a team that had our playbook. So
again, I say, look, they played the following 2 years on the field against each other. One time on Monday night, one time in Baltimore.
All right. Now you just starting to sound like a Mad Bucks fan.
That was
Hold on. Now you're just starting to sound like a Mad Bucks.
After they took some of our players and put them in the supplemental draft, if you remember correctly, after that Super Bowl, we lost who? We lost Jamie Sharper. We lost Jermaine Lewis, who ran back 2 kicks in the Super Bowl. Do I need to keep going down the list? And then we end up losing. Yeah, I mean, hey, it's just reality. So, yeah, y'all beat us. Yeah, y'all beat us.
But, yeah, like I said.
But we won a Super Bowl in your stadium.
And we won a Super Bowl in our stadium, too. So.
Well, you bought one. Go ahead. What's the?
Oh my goodness! You
hey,
look.
At the end of the day, the trophy. It don't matter. I don't care. I got my jerseys. I got my shirt. I'm showing it off. I don't care.
Yeah, you're showing it up.
Anyway, we on to the NCAA. Alabama has a good basketball team. First team since Florida to do so. How we feeling? How we feeling about their chances? I just want to know.
All right, I'm really interested. Like we've been saying for the past while, right? This is really the time for a team that you're not expecting to come out there and win. But I will say, Gonzaga. They still dangerous out there in the field. There is no discounting, even though it might be the year for a Cinderella story. You know, maybe a team that she was like at the beginning of the year, you were like, they not gonna make it, right? But Gonzaga is looking like nobody's business out there. I believe they're still undefeated, right? If my information serves me correct. I mean, nobody's hanging with Gonzaga.
Now, I will say, and I give credit to the second place team in the Missouri Valley Conference, Drake, the Bulldogs. That could be a sleeper as far as the March Madness tournament goes. Drake. That could be like your Cinderella story, depending on what bracket they end up in. Now, if they end up in the same bracket as Gonzaga, I don't know. But if they end up playing, I don't know, somebody else, one of the other 4 number 1 seeds, they could do some damage. They really could. But I got to swing back to Alabama though for 2 reasons. I see Bama getting in as maybe like a 3 or 4 seed. I see them doing a little bit of damage. Maybe advancing about as far as Auburn advanced a few years ago. But at the same time, too, Alabama's leading the charge as far as teams that plan to have a full capacity for the 2021 football season.
They're so southern.
And the entire SEC is planning to follow suit.
They're so southern. COVID don't exist.
That's a whole nother issue. Ooh, boy.
I mean, look, I hope we're in a better position come the fall than we currently are in now. I mean, look, it's been talked about over here as far as when we might actually have classes in person. And I mean, from what I'm hearing, the CDC is talking about like shortening the distance as far as this whole social distancing thing from 6 feet apart to 3 feet apart. So I mean, who knows? But
there's a difference between that and allowing 50,000 fans into a stadium, 100,000 fans into a stadium.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, it's a very large, substantial difference. I mean, it's dangerous, but I guess they're predicting that everything is going to be all right.
People may die of COVID. Go Bucks.
Oh my gosh. But now I understand where they're coming from. You have to hold that type of optimism when you do things like this. Everybody's kind of hoping for it. Everyone's got to be optimistic about what's going to happen going into the fall.
Yeah, be optimistic, but be realistic.
See, that's the part they're missing, is the realistic part.
Oh boy. What else we got going on?
Evidently the whole SEC's missing that part. What else we got going on? Oh geez, it's so much we got going on. Oh yeah. That's what we got going on. So
North Dakota State.
That was a shocker. But not so well, you know what? I can't really necessarily say it was a shocker.
Hey, hold on, man. You ain't even told them what to happen. Listen, North Dakota State lost their first game in 39 tries. 39. Yeah.
And which sport is this?
This is football. Spring football's going on. So here's the thing. North Dakota State played one game in the fall to help Trey Lance with his whole draft stock. And then they were like, okay, we're done. And now they're doing the full spring season. Now, give or take, I mean, look, for North Dakota State, during this time of the year, it's not the same conditions you'd probably get if it were the fall. And also, too, give or take, they probably had some guys opt out. So, I mean, it's kind of expected there's probably going to be some type of drop-off. But I didn't expect it to be that big of a drop-off.
So, Trey Lance did not lose a game in college.
Oh. Exactly.
So why aren't we talking about this when we talk about draft stock?
Because FCS.
Yes. Because they had to make sure he played that one game to help himself out this fall. And look, they let the chips fall where they may.
Michigan versus Northwestern will play for what?
The George Jewett Trophy.
Who's George Jewett?
The first African American to play in the Big Ten.
So Jewett's black?
No, not just that. Not just that. He was the first African American to play for Michigan and Northwestern. Mm-hmm. Both of them while he was studying to get his medical degree. Wow.
See, that's impressive. That's impressive.
That's mad impressive. I'm trying to get a history degree and I could barely go outside.
Same last year with the doctorate degree. Oh my gosh. I feel that.
Despite this, though, it's a wonderful step because this is the first trophy after an African American player, I believe.
Yes.
I thought the Cotton Bowl was after an African. Oh, my bad.
Whoa.
He's just in trouble.
Don't Don't make us have to run, man. If I see a cross outside my window, I'm gonna be mad. But
oh my gosh.
I will say this is a wonderful thing, right? This is a great step,
yes,
especially to especially towards the what's the word I'm looking for? Less racial divide in sports. Yeah. Somebody help me out here. Yeah.
You're gonna learn today.
You can say that.
I mean, sports in this country has always been racially divided, so it's nice to see a little bit of something good with an African American happening, especially now with the violence and police brutality things such as that. It's really great. It's really great.
Now, so my thing is gonna be, who you got winning this game when they finally settle it on the field?
Michigan.
You
this
say
is
Michigan?
basketball.
Excuse?
This is football. Oh, I'm
This
sorry.
is football.
Okay.
Yeah, this is football.
Can I be honest with you and say I'm not gonna watch it?
You ain't gotta watch it. This is who you think's gonna win it.
Yeah, nobody wins. Nobody wins.
George Jewett wins.
Yeah.
His memory.
George
That's
Jewett
his
wins. That
Yes.
you know
Yeah, he wins.
He wins.
Yeah.
I want to see what the trophy looks like. Like they got the
I,
bucket.
that's a good question.
Yeah, they got the oaken bucket. They got the axe, Paul Bunyan's axe. Where's George Jewett? I mean,
I feel like it might
plunger?
just be like,
What we gonna have?
I feel like it might just be like a statue of him,
That would be cool. But then it's gonna
not like
break.
a little mini statue, kind of like this big.
Fourth
That
quarter.
That would be interesting. Oh, we in the hot topic.
Yeah, you know,
Oh my.
you know hot topic.
All right.
So
So
the first thing I want to hit on is this soccer player, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. He's come out and said LeBron needs to just stick to sports and not get all caught up in politics.
Sounds like Candace Owens when she told him to shut up and dribble.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, see. Oh man, how do I even want to take this, man? First of all,
Bowl.
yeah, that would have been a good time to play the dogs if he was going to do that. But I will say, everybody's talking about LeBron using his platform to.
Every time.
See, now you know you're wrong.
Every time.
That would have been. Everybody's talking about LeBron using his platform for political action and social change and things like that, right? First of all, let the man do what he wants. Because like y'all all like to remind me and African Americans or Hispanics, this is America.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Freedom of speech.
Bingo.
Let the man say what he wants. He make more money than you anyway. What do you care what he says? If it doesn't...
It's funny because LeBron actually fact-checked him and said, isn't it ironic he's telling me to shut up and just play when a few years ago this same guy was trying to fight for injustice regarding something in his own country.
Good point. But did you just get on the air and say fact-checked it?
Oh. The people know what I mean.
And I'm super bad.
This is not about my grammar. This is more so about proving the point of this man is literally talking out of his behind.
It's not about your grandma or your grandpa. Huh? It's not about your grandma or your grandpa. Just.
I mean, listen. He has a platform that he wants to use. and it's a very powerful platform. I mean, politicians do the same thing. Donald Trump, excuse me, before I mess up. Donald Trump is using his platform to go and radicalize his fans. Why?
He doesn't have that anymore.
He still uses it. Whether it's through himself, grammar, or his subsidiary. Just because you take away his Twitter doesn't mean Trump fans die away. They're just gonna find some other way to listen to him.
That's true.
There's no point. So if hold on, let me finish this. So if you're gonna call, give me the little horn again. Yeah. So if you're gonna call LeBron a clown for using his political platform, you might as well call politicians clown for using their platform for political means also. Yeah, it may be their job, but they still have the platform to use and make change, and some of them do, some of them don't. All right, I'm off my soapbox. I've used my platform well.
Good job with the pronunciation of Ibrahimovic. USF Women's ranked what?
Yeah, USF Women is ranked number 13th in the country with a 13-1 record. It's crazy.
Congratulations, USF Women's basketball. We're all from or have lived in Temple, so congratulations from us to you. Good job. Now. Keep up the good work.
I'm looking forward to seeing what they do when they get into the women's NCAA tournament.
Go Bulls! Go Bulls!
Hey, at least you're the one team that's not dysfunctional in your school.
That's it.
Go Bulls.
Ibrahimovic.
Oh my goodness.
The other thing too. Oh, go ahead, John.
What else you got for me? What else you got for me? Well,
Texas A&M women, they're ranked number 3 in the country. They finally stepped it up. Now that one is a surprise to me because for so long in the SEC, it's been South Carolina, Mississippi State, or even back in the days of Pat Summitt, Tennessee Lady Vols. But now Texas A&M's stepping.
Moment of silence for Pat Summitt.
Yes.
Okay.
But so Texas A&M women, they're finally stepping out and making their opinions felt, and they're doing quite. They're number 3 in the country. They're right up there. They're right there up there behind UConn, and UConn's one of the more storied programs in women's college basketball history. So I'm really intrigued to see what this whole league, as far as the SEC goes, what they do, men's and women's. Because now you got go ahead.
Got a thinking joke for you. Woman walks into a real seedy dive bar. She sits next to this man in the corner, and she says, "Are you the assassin that charges $1,000 a bullet?" And he says, "Why, yes, I am." She says, "I have $2,000 for you. My husband's cheating on me. I want you to put a bullet in the woman's head that's cheating with him, and I want you to put another bullet between his legs for cheating." So he says, "Okay, I'll take the job." So they go to the hotel. They see where they are. They're in room 21. So he parks across the street at the gas station. They climb into the truck bed. He sets up his rifle, and through the scope, he can see in the window, and he can see both people. She's like, "Okay, remember, I want you to put one bullet in his groin and one bullet in her head." He says, "I got you. Calm down." So he's sitting there, and he's adjusting his scope. And she's like, "What's taking you so long?" He says, "Look, if you can hold on for a few seconds, I can save you $1,000.
That's messed up. Oh my goodness. Wow.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I feel dirty for laughing.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Oh, you know you're wrong. You know you're wrong for that. All right.
Good time. But the other interesting thing too here is that's what it was. So regarding the All-Star game that I found out, Luka Doncic and Chris Paul, they're going to both be in that All-Star challenge that's going to take place leading up to the All-Star game. Now, mind you, if you've seen Luka Doncic's work in the previous few weeks, I'm going to be honest with you, the safest bet is taking Luka.
I mean, 2 game winners in a game, you got me anytime.
Oh, exactly. Exactly. That's my thing. I saw that and I was like, y'all don't let Luka get into this thing? Of all people? There's nobody else. There's nobody else that's going to compete with him.
It's very great to see, though, man. Like, he's really stepping in. And the funny part is, we're older than Luka. So
yeah, that is true. I mean, even James Harden's complimenting. James Harden's
killing the game. He's definitely killing the game. He's doing his thing, right? He's able to create shots for himself and be able to score and be the leader that the Dallas Mavs need. And that's what they need because it's the Mavs. It's the Mavs.
Yep.
Sorry about that.
The amount of disappointment you said that with. I'm like, hey, look, it could be worse. They could be the Timberwolves.
Could be the Knicks.
Yeah, it could be the Knicks. Exactly.
Could be the Knicks.
It's true.
Wow. Sorry, I had to have a moment of silence there in my heart. But, we reached the end. Thanks
yes,
for
we have.
Don't forget to follow us on Spotify.
Yes, Spotify, Penalty Talk.
Don't forget to follow us on Twitter.
At Penalty Talk.
Don't forget to follow us on Facebook.
At Penalty Talk.
Don't forget to follow us on Instagram.
At Throw Flags, but if you type in Penalty Talk, the feature is going to come up.
And on YouTube.
Like, share, and subscribe there. And comment.
What is it?
It's Penalty Talk. But like, share, and subscribe there.
Yeah. Email. All right.
The email is gmail.com.
Wow. I was going to tell them, if they want to get in contact with us, tell us about anything, say what's up.
You can also always shoot us a DM like many of you do. Shout out to a lot of our followers for doing that. We appreciate that. We love your opinion.
Who's on next week?
And next week is going to be a fantastic show as well. We got Allison Posey joining us. It's going to be awesome.
Oh, and one more thing. All right, if you really want to help us out, we're going to be doing a little drive here, and we're going to be auctioning off my man over here, Jay Peeps. So if you want to date with him, send in your bid. Ooh.
What's going on, folks?
Oh, what's up? Sorry for the bit of lateness. There's been some technical difficulties, but we are beyond that now.
Yes, sir.
I'm JC.
I'm Jay Peeps. Welcome to another episode of the Running Podcast.
Wonderful episode for you today. Lots of stuff to talk about. An amazing episode. Lots of stuff to talk about in the NFL.